This week we'll celebrate Valentine's Day, so it made the choice of topics for this week's blog easy. Why not talk about Valentine's Day since it's something that's going to be on everybody's mind? You can't walk into a store right now without seeing huge Valentine's Day displays of candy, cards, and in some instances, flowers. So, to start, I decided to do a little research. I wanted to find out whether this was truly an American holiday or something that is celebrated globally. Where do you do your research? Of course, I went to the great Google and also used ChatGPT. Not surprisingly, the information that both provided was eerily similar. After all, ChatGPT gets a lot of its information from the World Wide Web. Anyway, this is a holiday that started years ago, or actually centuries ago, in ancient Rome, and has been celebrated in one way or another almost ever since. It is one that originally started celebrating fertility and over time has just kind of gotten to the point where it celebrates love. Now, many people don't like Valentine's Day. There's a lot of pressure. There's pressure to get the absolute right gift, or make the reservation at the right restaurant, or make sure that the flowers you get are beautiful and exactly what the person you're buying them for wants. There's a lot of pressure on Valentine's Day. But recently, I was overheard a conversation which kind of rechanneled what I was thinking about Valentine's Day. Last week, I spent 5 days in a hotel in Ohio. During the days, I spent doing my work, often in my room, but for a change of scenery, I would leave my room and go sit either out in the lobby area where there was a beautiful table that had cords or places to plug in all my electronic devices, or I would go sit in a small pub that wasn't utilized a lot during the day. When I was sitting there, a gentleman came in and sat at the table right next to me. He was an older gentleman and clearly a regular. I know that because everybody greeted him by name. One of the people working there went up to him and again greeted him by name and was talking to him. He was talking about how difficult things had been lately. It was clear that he had just lost his wife, and the individual that he was talking to asked him how long they had been married. He said, "We'd been married for over 60 years, so this is kind of tough." He said, "There are days when I wish I had been taken with her, but I've come to the conclusion that I must be being left here for some reason, and I just need to figure out what that is." She asked him if he was going to downsize and sell the house, and he said no, it wasn't that big of a place. And you could also kind of tell by the expression on his face and the way that he said it, it was also a place that held a lot of memories for him. She looked down and she asked him if he would like a hug, and he more than gladly agreed. She gave him a hug, and they both went on their way. It really made me realize that Valentine's Day is about so much more than just romantic interest. It's about celebrating all the people in your life. It's about celebrating people who are friends, family, work relationships. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is letting people know how much they mean to you, and hopefully they will indicate how much you mean to them. Again, Valentine's Day can be loaded with pressure, but it also can be one of those holidays that really doesn't have to be pressure filled, but can be filled with just all kinds of joy and kindness. I hope you really enjoy your Valentine's Day this year. I know that even though I'm going to be far away from my wife, I'll enjoy my Valentine's Day as well. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next week.